Yo, what is going on, guys? It is non-reality, and in today's video I am making another Kratuga updated video. Now I won't be showing like the rotation or how to get here. That's in my old actual Kratuga rotation and guide. Now I'm just going over the changes that they made. So they only really made one small change, but this honestly made a huge difference, and it's kind of crazy. So they basically made it so the trash loot went up by around 2. They moved basically the low end and the high end up by about 2, so now you're getting a lot more trash. And since they did that, now yellow scroll is actually worth using here because you actually get more loot with yellow scroll, which means you even get more loot with Agris. So let me show you some of my numbers. Obviously you can see it on the screen there with the picture, but I managed to get 64,800 trash. And now this is actually low, and the reason for that is there's so many people here because I'm basically recording this video as soon as the servers went up after the update. So like there's a guy sitting right here, there was 3 other guys around here, and like every single rotation I'd constantly come back and there'd be like 2 or 3 packs dead from someone showing up and trying to start farming because they didn't see me there or whatever. So if you count on that, you can honestly hit up to 70k trash at this spot, and that's like a normal grind. That's not even like me like going super fast and trying to min max and like do all these crazy buffs and whatnot. That's just like bare bones. You know, I went downstairs, I got a drink, I came back up, some people took my spot, and I still managed to get 64,000 trash loot, which came out to around 430 mil just from trash loot alone at this spot, because this spot is only 8k per trash. So other than that, I did get 3 accessories. Now I will point out that I didn't get any sort of security alert event at all. So without the security alert event, I did get one. I didn't get a Leighton, but I did get 3 accessories, which is pretty nice. And I will say I was running, although it does say, I think it says 163% drop rate there. I think I was at 198 because of my ecology and whatnot. So I was at around 198% drop rate, which is actually pretty low. Most of the times I'd recommend grinding around 200 to 250 if you're grinding for a spot that has good drops. So I still managed to get 3 accessories at 109% drop rate, which I say is pretty lucky. So we can even take off 1 and 2 of these if you really want to, still be over 1 billion silver, which is kind of crazy. I did manage to get a decent amount of artifacts. I got 9 of them. Now, if you know what to do to make silver off these, what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to melt these down with simple alchemy, and then you're just gonna sell the sealed lightstone box that you get. You don't want to open it. Obviously you can open it if you want to go for the lucky roll at like a 5 bill lightstone. I'd recommend just selling those. That's where a lot of your profits actually going to come from when you do the Kratuga rotation. And also it's just nice to get any artifacts that you don't have. I personally recommend, I've been doing this recently, make sure you get 2 of every artifact in the game just so you have it, so you don't have to come back here, you know, way down the road and get the artifacts again. So I've been actually trying to do that myself because I was one of the people that forgot to do it. So it's really nice to get artifacts from here. Then a bunch of these books, they're just to sell. You don't really do anything with them. On top of that, got 45 Caphras, which is actually pretty decent for Caphras spots, especially on a low end grind like this. I can't really think of many spots that you're going to be getting this many Caphras on a low end. And when I say low end, like this spot is pretty low in the APDP requirement. It is only 250, 300. That's basically a season character, maybe a little bit after season. And this spot is AP capped like most spots. So me getting, you know, 64k trash, whatever I got, if you're a new season account, you could probably still get around 50 to 55 to even 60k if the spot isn't constantly getting taken. Obviously after today, it'll slow down a lot because right now a bunch of, you know, content creators and other people are checking out the spot to see how much silver they can actually get. But yeah, other than that, I did manage to get 120 Ancient Spirit Dust, which is just more Caphras on top of the Caphras I already got. We got some Elcars. This is actually pretty nice because Elcars recently have been not like super sold out, but sometimes they do get sold out due to the fact the new Elcars are now out in the game. So they are nice to have. I'd stockpile them. Personally, I think I have like 12 to 15 of them. So if you do need them, if your Elcars break for whatever reason, you do have extras stocked up that you can use without having to buy and wait for a pre-order and whatnot. I did get 4 Yodas right, but that doesn't matter to me really. I just sell them for 50k silver. It's barely anything. We got some massive pure magic. These are always nice to have. You're never going to sell them. You're just going to keep them for later stuff, so you never run out. I also managed to get 18 sealed black magic crystals. Not the best for grind spots in the low end, but it's still pretty nice to get these because a lot of things later on will use magical shards, which you need to use these and then heat them to actually get the magical shards. Other than that, I think the only other drops I got was maps. I don't know how many drops I got, so I didn't even add it into my thing because I always have a ton of maps on me just from spots I've been grinding, and they don't cost any weight at all, so I kind of just keep them on me. Oh yeah, then I also got Blackstones, but you know, those whatever. That's maybe a couple 100k if that. Nothing too great. And then just some event items, so don't even worry about those. And that is basically it for what I got. And as you can see, that came out to 1.1 bill. Now, even if you're a new player, like I said, and you're grinding a bit slower than I did, I still think you're able to get around 800 to 900k. And if you're coming during a time where there isn't a ton of people trying to take your rotation, you might even actually get up to 1 bill silver on a newer account if you figure out the rotation and actually grind it properly. With that being said, I will put the rotation guide in the description so you know what rotation to do, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.